Well, you should put your celly here so we can see
See what?
the comments.
Oh, here, I'll let you do that part.
No, I don't want to do it. I hate reading.
You're on now. Well, can you just keep an eye on it? Would be helpful.
Fuck you, brother.
Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Bobby, 3 cheeseburgers. Yeah.
I'll look for the pink one.
Huh? Hey, Falcon's Fury. Look, he's his son. Falcon's Fury is also on Nine's channel. So, there. Hey, awesome, Disabled Homestead, buddy. I'm glad you got your notification. I was kind of worried because some people said last time that the notifications weren't working, and YouTube's been kind of flaky lately. So I'm glad that people are getting them this time. Between me putting out the reminder video or whatever that I did earlier and the notification, hopefully people are getting those. Hey, DC Woodworking, how are you? Andy, how you doing? Glad you could be here. Where are you, in the basement? Where you keep your son? Yeah, he's banished us to the basement now. He took over the rest of the house and kicked us out, so we're in the basement now. Let's see, what do we got? There's 8 people watching. So I'm wondering if this is a better time for everyone else. I guess for us it is, right? What do you think?
Well, we're missing one child, and
Yeah,
trying to get dinner is, it may be.
Right now we got dinner cooking upstairs. The dinner's going to be cooking for, close to an hour or so. And our youngest son is over at his friend's house just about 10 minutes away. So after this, we're going to go pick him up just in time for dinner. And so it will work out pretty good. No live feeds lasting to 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do that again on New Year's Eve 2019. I'll hold off on the 3 and 4 hour live streams for a little while. Maybe my next vacation I can justify doing that. But yeah, this time works better for us today. I thought about, well, like I said I think I said in the last video that I uploaded today, I kind of video recorded and edited real quick. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do going forward is probably maybe do the live streams like Friday or Saturday nights. This way there's less of kind of a time constraint, and it's typically a time where I think most people are kind of just sitting back and relaxing and not, have any sort of plans or things that they need to get done and that sort of thing. Usually I would think. And then on Sunday I will do the typical new subscriber and channel shout outs that I do. And it actually kind of helped me focus on doing that part of it without having to do it while I'm on the live stream. Because the live stream part I kind of like just chatting and talking to people about what they've been up to and that sort of thing. And that's kind of the fun part of that. Let's see. Oh, what's wrong with 3 a.m. sometimes, Andy says. Yeah. Sometimes, actually, that's when I'm most productive. Because, yeah, nobody else is around, so I can just kind of get in my zone and focus on what I'm working on and get stuff done. That's how I got most of this house renovated, was at 3 in the morning. So Bobby3 says, what are you going to do in your channel or channels? Bobby, he likes the drone one. So yeah, I do have a drone channel, which in case anyone is ever interested in checking that out. Let me see, I'll go and see if I can, I'll just go grab a link to it here, see if I can. Yeah, I think I got like 20 subscribers over there, and It's just the channel where I like to kind of upload my drone videos. I haven't uploaded one in a little while. I actually bought a new drone and haven't had a chance to fly it yet. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's just fun, kind of a fun thing. And I like to use the drone videos in my videos on this channel too. I think they look kind of cool. I never thought I would like drones, and then I kind of just decided, hey, I'm going to buy one and try it out because everyone seems to really love them. And I got it and flew it and had a blast with it, and then then I crashed it and just about destroyed it permanently. And I epoxied it all back together, and it's actually working good again. But so here is, whoops. Nope, that's not it. That didn't copy the right thing, did I? Wonder why that. Try that again. Click on here. Oh, I see what I did. I pasted instead of copied. There we go. Let's see if I'll have to get caught up here. So, Jeffrey Byers says, finally got some good snow. With the next snow coming at the end of the week, the trails will open up. That's good. I know you've been waiting to get some snow down there. I saw that video you got there of the new, well, new to you, snowmobile for you to restore. So that looks pretty cool. I still want to get one. We've had so much snow here. You'd think this would have been a good year for me to get one.
We don't have that much snow here.
We had
dumpings, but right now there's not a lot of snow.
No, the trails will have a lot on them. You know, I mean, we've had a lot of melting too, so there's been a lot of ice and freezing. And but I never owned a snowmobile, so I don't know. You know, I guess what conditions are best. So, what the kids took over the house and locked you in the basement? They did, and we're okay with that.
Quiet down here.
Yeah, you noticed it. Nothing. That's kind of nice, actually. And I'm sure you noticed on the last live stream we did, the natives got restless towards the end there, and so gonna try to avoid that going forward. Chris Cox says, I'm doing laundry now, and yeah, we got laundry right over here. We could do laundry on the live feed. Been raining all day today. Huh.
Snowing here.
Yeah, it's snowing here. It was supposed to snow during the beginning of the day and then change over to rain. But it's still snow, which I'm okay with because I don't really like rain because it makes everything wet. But at the same time, I don't like when snow's building up on the roof either because when it melts, it can cause issues. I don't mind snow, but sometimes these temperatures in like the mid to upper 20s just cause some funky issues. But we've been pretty lucky this year. I think, I don't know, this winter, at least for me, hasn't been bad because I haven't had to do much work on the roof as compared to last year, which was pretty brutal. Oh, yes. Hey, Melvin. Yeah, I believe I got your name on the last video I just put out earlier today. So yeah, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you joining. I hope you enjoy the videos and hope you enjoy hanging out and chatting with us. He is from Chinook, Alberta, Canada. That's cool. Is that over on, you know where that is? Is that over on the Alberta?
West Coast side?
Is on the west. That's Vancouver's over on the west side. I don't know if. Curious. Bobby3 says, LOL, that's cool. And then I posted some stuff that I pasted in there. Snowblower work took an hour. Bobcat would have been 15 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today when I was working on cleaning the garage a little bit. I looked over and I saw the snowblower sitting there and I was like, you know, it's funny. I only started it once this winter. And I don't even think I really had to. Um, it helped clean it up around the back of the house and stuff where I can't get the loader to when I'm pulling all the snow off the roof. But yeah, I haven't really had to pull it out. The loader makes that so much easier to do and clean up. Andy's Backyard and Shop says, I would kind of like to have a drone, but with my luck, I would crash it or somebody like me would take it out with a shotgun. Yeah. That's kind of another thing I'm afraid of, because around here, that's another...
Everybody has guns around here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I crashed my drone pretty good. I actually didn't think it was going to work again, but I glued it together and it does work. So, hoping not to do that again. Gene says, hello, Dylan. Hey, Gene. Thanks for joining us. Jeffrey Byer, we'll have a video up with some riding of the purple snowmobile. It was too cold to set up for a camera angles I wanted. Oh, cool. Video of some of the riding of the purple side and breaking the old one going up tonight. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm hoping maybe next year I might get one. My neighbor is actually, he moved back to, we're in New Hampshire, so he moved back to Massachusetts temporarily, and he's got a snowmobile in his garage over there. He told me I could take it out whenever I want, so I guess the other thing I have to do is make the time to do it. So Damon says, stop here. See John Vlog, hey, how are you? He says, why static? Is there static? It says you're static. DC Woodworking. Do you hear static?
Down there and
Is the audio not good? Or actually, I can put the sound up on this. It says you're static. Oh yeah. DC Woodworking. There is static. I can hear it. Static? Hear that?
yeah.
Is the audio? Let me just a second. I'll see if I can. Oh yeah. It's gonna go black for a second. Hang on. Testing, testing. Can still hear you fine though. Okay. A little static, but it's working. Testing, testing. Is that any better? Sounds like it might be. Still hear you fine though. Okay. Oh, there's still that static. I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's... Testing, testing. Is that any better? Sounds like it might be. Still hear you fine though. Oh, still that static. It's working. I wonder if it's now. Well, I moved the laptop out of the corner. Oops. It's the basement. Oh, a lot better? Sounds tinny. Oh, that's great. Let's try... Try this. A lot better? Sounds tinny. Oh, that's great. I just switched the microphone over to the computer microphone instead of the one that's built in the camera, so hopefully that'll help. Trying to listen to myself talking to see if it sounds any better. Yeah, it sounds a little bit more distant, but at least there's no static now, so that's good. Awesome. C. John Vlog says 100% better. That's good. Awesome. Sorry about that. Let's see. So we'll go back and skip all the static comments. And since we get that. Oh, Jeffrey Byer says, bye Dylan, showers done and going to visit my daughter. He's probably not on here anymore, but take care, Jeffrey. Thanks for coming by. And let's see, static. Melvin says, I don't drone, I fly a gyrocopter instead. I don't know what a gyrocopter is. Is it similar to a drone, I'm guessing? A gyrocopter. Stopped here, the snow. We're in a windowless basement, so I'm not sure. It may have stopped here too. But it is quiet. And it's a lot warmer now than it was earlier today. When I first came down here to clean up and stuff, it was cold. Because during the temperatures when it's above 20 degrees, we typically don't run the basement wood stove, but we also don't spend a lot of time down here. And I'm actually setting up, you can see like right here, that's my woodworking bench that was up in the shop up there. I moved that down here, so I'm moving some of the stuff down here, and this table here behind me is full of all my hand tools. So I'm trying to reserve the other shop just for power tools. Let's see. Are you gonna do any drone videos? I just posted one on the beach here, the Gulf of Mexico. Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. I'll have to go check that out. That's awesome. Yeah, like I mentioned on the video earlier about John's channel, he's got some really nice videos over there. But yeah, I have my other channel, the Hobby Drones Videos channel, which I put in the chat, which you might be able to find if you scroll back up. I might even still have it. Copy and paste. I can throw it in here again. Boom. There it is. So yeah, that's where I've been kind of putting them. I've been trying to keep this channel more focused on this sort of stuff, but I will actually put some drone footage in some of the videos that I have coming up because it is fun. I think it makes it look pretty cool. There are some other channels that I watch that do like sawmilling and that sort of thing, like Out of the Woods. He has a drone and does a lot of drone stuff, and his editing abilities are incredible. His videos are really awesome. Let's see. Super Dave. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Super Dave. Yeah, Super Dave. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, the static was bad. I think it sounds better now. I hope. Hope you can hear us okay. No internet. Oh, I'll fix that. Yeah, I know why.
Kids and their internet.
Yeah, so my son's telling me his internet's not working. Mr. Slaughter.
While you're waiting, can you also tell us how much time is on the timer?
Yeah, so I can control the internet from my phone or my computer. But... And I turned the internet on before we started this for them, but I forgot one detail that prevents you from being online. Does anyone have any questions for Stacy?
Shush. What's so funny, man?
Let's see. Here, can you want to catch up on these for me? Let's go back up where we left off.
What's your next project? You'll fix that.
Yeah, I'll work on it, buddy.
We've already done all those.
Oh yeah, Gulf of Mexico. A little stack if it's working. I can hear you fine, much better, a little better. No static now, but sounds tinny. Let's see, the static might be the space aliens radio transitions to the home planet, messing with our internet. That's probably it. That's what I was thinking. I should probably go get my tinfoil hat, put that on. That'll probably help. DC Woodworking. Yeah. That if anyone hasn't checked out DC Woodworking, so I think I mentioned him in a video in the past. He's got some great videos over there. John Vlog says it's a lot better, 100% better. Hey Grizz, how are you? Andy says, hey, Grizz. Chris says, hey, Andy. Let's see. Let's get through some of these. Sounds good now. What's the next project? So,
My Adirondack
yeah,
chair.
yeah. Before the good weather comes, I owe her an Adirondack chair. I owed her one before anyway. I was supposed to build, and then I went and bought her one of them plastic ones that you put in the yard. I guess I was kind of cheating. I took the easy way out, and then unfortunately, it was in a pile of snow, and I crushed it with the loader on my back. So much for that one. So now I definitely owe her one, and this time I definitely will want to build her one. Um, let's see if I can. I have a good supply of red oak. I know I probably mentioned 100 times, but you can see back here on the floor here, I have probably a half a dozen 12-foot long, probably 2-inch thick planks of red oak that was milled a few years ago and is now more than dry. So maybe I'll make one out of oak. I also have a bunch of cedar decking, like you saw I made that laptop stand out of. So I could use some of that, but yeah. And I can actually build it indoors before the good weather comes, which I should do so I can stay out of trouble. They have a place to sit when it gets warm.
Just need it for gardening season.
Yep. Yeah, she likes to get out in the garden, man. We'll do some gardening videos too, if anyone would like to see that. We like to watch Pratt's Greenhouse channel and his gardening and some of the homestead channels. So yeah, my next project right now is working on organizing the shop. I do need to learn to focus on one project. I do have a project that I started that I haven't finished, so I may work on that. But it's a lot of the projects that I have coming up are probably going to be around shop organization, and I actually made myself a little bit of a list to try to keep myself on track. But so, like I mentioned earlier, I picked up that buzzsaw. I picked it up. It was just a couple towns away, so that'll be one of the big projects coming up. Um, let's see, make sure the live stream looks okay. It says healthy on my phone. It's not looking good. So yeah, we picked up that buzzsaw. I had to rent a U-Haul to get it because unfortunately my Jeep's buried in the snow and frozen, and my trailer is too because I didn't really anticipate having to tow anything because most of the stuff I pick up tends to be logs. But when I saw this buzzsaw on Craigslist, I made him an offer and he took it, and I was thrilled about that. So I picked up a rental. We went down and picked that up. I'll have a video out, actually, a short little video out on that. Us going out and picking that up with the kids. That was fun. Brought it back here, and it's now in my garage. And it needs a fair amount of restoration work, but it's all the hardware and everything, and the metal is all good, and it's just some of the framing to it needs to be repaired, and the blade and that sort of thing I mentioned earlier. So that'll be a project I'll be working on. And I picked that up at a place called it was actually a guy's house, but he has a business. His name's Josh. He has a business called Old Barn and Home LLC. And what he does is he disassembles barns, old like timber frame barns. I'm going to put a link in the chat to. He doesn't have a website, but he's got. If anyone has Facebook, he has a page on Facebook. You could check him out. What he does, and that explains it on his Facebook page, but he disassembles old barns that are destined to be torn down and destroyed, and saves the materials, resells the barn, and then restores the barn and rebuilds it onto whoever buys its property, and has to replace any timbers that need to be replaced and that sort of thing. And so I talked to him a bit, and I asked him about, do you have a crew and how his business works, and what he normally does is calls on people when he needs help, and he has, I guess, a group of guys that help him out when he needs it. And I told him, call me on your next project that you need help on because I'd love to help them out. And I told him, I said, I'll do it and trade just for the experience to learn. And I'll also probably talk to him and see if he'd be interested in me, recording maybe a barn coming down and also a barn going back up, and the timber framing coming apart and going back together. I think that would be kind of an interesting thing, and it would be fun for me. I'd love to get some experience with the timber framing stuff. So I made some notes and some things that I wanted to just mention. There is a YouTube channel that I just started watching, From the Heart Woodwork MK, and I will put a link to his channel in the chat. So that's his channel there. One of the things I wanted to mention is he's doing a 1 kilo of wood challenge right now. I don't want to go too far into the details, but I'll put a link to that in the chat as well. So you can go to that website and check it out. There's all the details on that challenge, and it sounds like a lot of fun. It kind of gets everybody. One of the things I like about these challenges and contests and that sort of thing is it gets people doing what they love, and it tends to get me working on stuff that I like doing without, coming up with excuses why I can't do it. It actually gives me an excuse why I need to do it, which is good. So it kind of gets me excited about doing stuff like that. So I wanted to mention that, and his channel again is From the Heart Wood MK. Another channel that I want to mention that he has some great content on is TJ's Woodworking Shop. I'll put a link to his channel as well in the chat. And he also is a new subscriber this week, and for some reason YouTube didn't notify me of that, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned him here. So I talked about the buzzsaw. I am working on putting together a giveaway, and I'm working on how I'm going to format that and what sort of things I'm going to do for the giveaway. I haven't nailed it all down yet. I wanted to do the 500 subscriber giveaway, but like I said earlier, it may be a 600 subscriber giveaway. I don't know. I'm not too worried about that. I just kind of want to do it because I think it would be fun, especially now having more people here on the channel. It'll make it even more fun. The big project I got going on, one of the things I was going to mention, and like I was talking about in my last video, I have the reorganization of my shop. So I'm kind of breaking it up into 2 parts. I got upstairs here my power tool side of the shop, and then down here is going to be all my kind of hand tool stuff. So down here it'll be less noisy and less dusty, and up there it'll be louder and dustier. So it kind of separates those 2 things. I need to build my son a new bedroom, so I'm going to put that down here. And of course, I'll have to work on the proper egress for fire escapes and that sort of thing. But so that should be a good project, and it'll be great for him because he can get his own space. I have to rebuild our front porch. I need to build us a chicken coop. I need to build us a decent sized storage shed. Some of that stuff I might practice some of the timber framing skills on. I'm not sure yet how that's going to go, which isn't really necessary for the strength, but it was just more something I thought would be fun to do. But if I have to get it done quick, I may resort to just stick framing it. And then I am going to work on, I started talking to some people about working on a logo and website for the channel. So those are the things I am working on. I'm going to get back to the chat because I'm sure I'm way behind on things that everyone's chatting about. Let's see. Next project, Grizz, my man, Chris. No, gyrocopters are awesome, like a helicopter, but on a much smaller scale. Huh. Google gyrocopter. Yeah, that's that makes sense. Melvin says Google gyrocopter. Yeah, I might do that actually. That sounds interesting. Let's see. Chris says, hi Chris and Melvin. John's vlog says, I'm going to check out Melvin's channel. See if he has any gyro videos. Oh, that's a great idea. Talk to y'all later. Later, John. He's probably gone now that I've been yapping. And I'll check out your other channel. What drone do you have? So I don't know if John's still here, but for everyone else, I have a drone called the Unique Breeze 4K. At the time, it was an inexpensive drone compared to a lot of the more expensive ones. So I started out with that one, and of course, just about killed it. And I then purchased the DJI Spark after reading a lot of reviews and the more capabilities of it. One of the shortcomings of the Unique Breeze is that it can go probably about 300 feet. I think it was like 80 or 90 meters. But the DJI Spark with the Fly More package is which is what I got. Can go up to, I think it was like at 1.5 or 2 miles. So I can do quite a bit more exploring. One of the things I want to do before the lake in our town here is thawed out. I want to take it down there and fly it and kind of do a tour of the lake with it and put that video out. So I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Let's see. Damon says Mike would crash it and get hurt. Yes, that's probably true. I'll have to wear a helmet for that. Super Dave says Out of the Woods is great. Yeah, Nate's channel is a blast to watch. He's a good guy. I liked watching his series on building his kiln. I'm jealous of it. Let's see. See, John, I used to fly ultralights, but switched to gyro. No vids on my channel. Oh, okay. If only you control the kids with the phone, then it would be really smart. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I control the internet, which is just about controlling them. Unfortunately,
Really, they don't have it still.
No, I know. It's gonna take me more than a minute to work on that, so I'll have to do it after. But see John vlog. Come on, Velman. LOL. My friend has a Challenger ultralight. It's a blast. Huh. Yeah, the ultralight. Those I'm guessing those are like the racing drones. Grizz says, y'all better get your thumbs up or I'm going to go postal on this. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys are here and have a second to click on that thumbs up button, it definitely helps out a lot. As always, I appreciate that. And just, love having everyone here to chat to. Lately, I've had a lot more energy. I've been starting to get back into doing work again. I got my treadmill I'm setting up upstairs, so I got to get back into the exercising and eating better and that sort of thing. So 2018 hopefully will bring good and better things for all of us. That woman is smiling next to you. I wouldn't trust her. Yeah. She has to keep an eye on me too, so we keep each other out of, well, she keeps me out of trouble, I should say, which is why I have to watch out when she's watching. Let's see. Damien, yep. Oh, Grizz, it worked. Thumbs up or up. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that a lot. Does it tell you? Does it show you that stuff? Yeah, that's all right. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Melvin says, I bought a 24-inch blade for $20 Canadian. Oh, wow. That's awesome. What kind of blade is it? Hey, Steven. Steven Clays, how are you? Steven's also a new subscriber. I believe I mentioned him in the video earlier. From Manitoba, Canada. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining. Andy says, I'll have to check them out. I always see new ideas on how to do stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Who's the kid in there with you? Yeah, I get that a lot. We're actually about 8 months apart. But it was funny. We were having, was it when the septic work was being done or something? No, we had to have some, I think it was when the lines were being fixed on the outside of the house when the excavator hit it or something. One of the guy says, oh, I just was talking to your daughter. And I'm like, no, that's not my daughter. But definitely looks a heck of a lot younger than me. That's for sure. Adirondack Challenge. Yep. I should do that actually. That's I see where Damon's going with that one because I was saying, the challenges and stuff make me get my stuff done. Next thing I know, she's probably gonna start a challenge and then start her own channel and do an Adirondack challenge. Then she'll catch on and be like, I'm just gonna do a challenge for everything that I want him to build. Andy says, oh, come on, the more noise and dust, the better. Yeah, I don't mind it too much, especially if I have a lot of space where I can move around a bit and I have good dust collection and that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, the shop being like literally the door that goes into the house leads right into the kitchen. So I usually try to reduce how much I do in there with noise and stuff. Getting stuff done during the day is better, but of course the kids are awake and home, so that makes it more challenging. But it's got to be a balance. I think having the space spread out more is going to help a lot. I do. And I hope that's true. I hope it works. Um, Grizz agrees. See, Grizz is with me. Well, if Grizz agrees, then he must be right. With all the drywall work and stuff he was doing, he's all about the dust. Especially you sand that stuff. We did a lot of that here, and you sand drywall and joint compound, man, that kicks up a lot of dust. Looks like smoke. If you're not making noise, you're not having fun with your toys. That is right, Damon. Yep. Yeah, sometimes I make a little too much noise.
At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, lucky our neighbors aren't that close. So that works. I'm not waking anyone up. Well, maybe people here, but it's a good thing you guys sleep pretty heavily. LOL, Grizz, I wouldn't know. Let's see. Oh, I never wear hearing protection to get my selective hearing improved. Nice. It really does help in marriage, yeah. Nice. Let's see, Andy says, LOL, Grizz, I wouldn't know about that. My selective hearing is mostly from my neighbors. Ohio Flint Guy. I made it. What's up, folks? Hey, Ohio Flint Guy, how are you doing? Getting caught up here, I think. Andy, Grizz says, Andy, it helps with that too. Damon says, hello, Ohio. 16 watching now. Well, that was before. We're down to 10 now. See, I'm so popular, I lost half our audience here.
So much younger than you.
She looks so, yeah, she does. Yeah, if I got a haircut and shaved, that might help too. I lost like 80 pounds. But it's still not gonna help me look that young. My wife, for years, people thought she was my daughter, and she's only a year younger than me. Yeah, I guess we both got that going for us, Chris, huh? Both of our wives look younger than us, that's for sure. She ain't your daughter? I was going to ask you how many teenage boys you had to run off with the... That's funny. That's what I get the stick for, though. Yeah. That's for when my daughter gets older. And then if that don't work and I can't run fast enough.
She's crazy enough anyway.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's going to defend herself. She's in wrestling. That's why we get the wrestling shirt. She's 6, and she's already been now in her 2nd year of wrestling. Let's see. Damon says 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. I don't do much sanding. It's not needed with the drywall. Yeah, that's true. I'm not great at drywall. Taping and mudding. I can screw drywall to studs.
He's got a friend for that.
But yeah, I have a friend who is incredible at drywall. I try to do taping and mudding. Oh, okay. I try to do taping and mudding, but it comes out awful. So a friend of mine just whips right through it. It's amazing. See. Melvin says, Grizz, I made your wife's cornbread with her recipe. Better next time, but tasty. Cluvoda Milling and Signs, how's it going? Yeah, that's the behave stick. That's what my wife hits me with when I'm misbehaving. Melvin, it's not the best recipe, but it's a start for a small batch. Yeah, that looked really good. So you still got 11 people watching. That's not, I don't know if you hear that noise, but it's just my wife hitting the kids. Just kidding. Let's see what else I had here. So yeah, some of the stuff I got upcoming is oh, Kavoda Million Sign says, "Gotta go, bro. Time for supper. Take care. Been fun. Yeah. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it, and hope the shop cleanup stuff's going good for you." Dylan, don't teach her how to drill that stick out and pour hot. Yeah, yeah, that'd hurt. Melvin says, "Gotta go. Good visit. Looking forward to more." Awesome. Well, thanks for coming by and thanks for subscribing and being here. Andy says, "Grizz, that's what frying pans are for." Yeah, yeah. We have a cast iron one too. I should probably hide that. Are you gonna do vids in on your basement remodel? Yeah, if you guys would be interested in seeing, the remodel of the basement. Um, I don't know if I included all that in the video, but over in the back, I'm going to build a storage room. I'm going to build a laundry room. I'm going to build my son's bedroom over in the corner. Here's going to be my shop, and then I'm probably going to build a wall here and section that side off over there for like a lounge, because over here we have a wood stove and a fireplace, and so it might be kind of a cool um, basement cave for a place for adults to escape to go hang out. But of course, that's a lot of work. But yeah, if anyone's interested in that, I would definitely do that. Goose says, "LL, Andy, who's going to watch the game tonight?" Yeah, that's so. Chris has a good point. That's one of the reasons. Another reason why I wanted to do the video early is I don't watch a whole lot of sports lately, just because I've not had the time. But I think it would be fun to watch, and especially the Patriots are in it, right? Go Pats! After that, I'm probably going to lose half my subscribers, right? Let's see. I'm watching the game, but I'm not happy who's in it. Yeah, yeah. I think the Patriots are great. I actually grew up down in the Boston area, so I grew up a lot closer. But I'm not partial to any particular team when it comes to some of the sports. I don't follow as much. But my sport of choice for the most part, when I have time to watch it, um, like consistently, is baseball. I'm a big baseball fan and love watching baseball, and then of course football. I don't watch a whole lot of hockey or basketball. I think it's just because my brain can't react fast enough to how quickly they move. Let's see. So I'm good with watching someone else work. Yeah, there you go. That's what this is all about. Ohio Flint Guy says I would watch him. Well, cool. Yeah, then I'll have to do that. And I got the porch out front that I'm going to rebuild, and then like I said, the chicken coop shed and that sort of thing. So I'll record all those things. So I definitely won't have any shortage on stuff to upload. But the only downside is the more you record, the more you have to edit, and if you record, say you work on a project for 4 or 5 hours, that can take 5 to 10 hours to edit sometimes, depending on how good you want it to come out. That's why sometimes if some videos come out and they're not well edited and the sound ain't great, it might be because I was trying to get the video out. But I try not to do that. I like the videos to be easy to watch. So see, you know what having your son's room so close to a shop means? Hey son, get out there and help me. Yeah. Well, I told him that actually he needs to help me build his room. And another thing is, like I said, we only run this wood stove down here when it gets colder. Well, with his room down here, we're gonna have to run it all the time because the basement gets cold. I have a thermometer I'm gonna keep here now so I can look at the temperature while I'm working down here. But it's 56 degrees down here now, and I've only had the wood stove running for a short bit. But before that, it was probably below 50 down here. So we're gonna have to run the wood stove a lot more. So I told him he's gonna have to help me cut and split firewood so we can make sure we have enough to run it. So I would do an hour and 10. How much longer does that have left? Oh, okay. And then it has to come out for like, sit for like 15 minutes. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Do you come back down? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're having our roast. We're trying to do like kind of a consistent menu for Sundays. Um, the kids and my wife like roast. I like lasagna. Well, they all like lasagna too. So we're maybe gonna alternate lasagna and roast nights on Sundays because those are kind of a couple of our favorite things. Damon says now you have to do it because you said it on video. Yeah, I should be careful what I say on here. I can't. What's that? Um, all the remodeling stuff. So yeah. Um, Nesting Haven, how are you doing? He says, I'm in Maine. I'm a Patriots Nation over here. Yes. But man, awesome. Howdy, neighbor, over in Maine. That's cool. Chris says, I'm not watching the game. NFL has turned out to be a bunch of. You can read that part yourself. Try to be careful what I say on here because I know some people watching may not. In the next 5 years, I wouldn't doubt if they turned into a flag football. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of sad the way some things are going and the way things are regulated and the way some of these athletes act. You know, they some of them are just turning into big babies, and some of the disrespect that they have for fans and the country and that sort of thing. So yeah, I guess maybe it's better that I don't watch it on a regular basis. Um, Nesting Haven says I'm a Cowboys fan and Browns. Don't laugh. Oop. Let's see. Yeah, my wife's family's actually in Maine. I'll have to when she comes back down. I don't know if she's coming back. She's um, just checking on dinner and the kids and stuff. Um, but yeah, her family's in Maine. I'm not sure what part because I don't know the towns in Maine that well. Let's see. Double bit. Hey, how are you? Grizz says, Dylan, if you know when you're filming that, there's gonna be a section you want out. Give a loud clap. It puts a spike on the sound card, and then you can look for spikes when editing. If you know when you're filming that, there's gonna be a section. Oh, when I'm filming um, the remodeling stuff. Damon says, Nesting, you liar, not from Maine. Oh, from me. Yeah, Damon, we're neighbors here too. Steve Williams, howdy. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Nesting Haven says, at least they are allowing player touchdown celebrations now. That was just weird. They didn't allow them to do that. The whole point of the game is to score. Huh, I didn't know they did that. That's weird. Why they wouldn't allow them to do a touchdown celebration? Didn't know they did that because I always remember them, I mean, here and there I'll watch football games when they're on. My father-in-law, who passed away just a couple of years ago, but he watched football religiously, and so when we would go over there, that's when I would watch most of it, when I would sit and hang out with him, and he would talk to me about the game, the players, and that sort of thing. Oh, over celebrating, yeah, that makes sense. I guess if they're hanging out in the end zone for like 15 minutes, but I don't know. You gotta let them have fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about the entertainment, all about them having fun doing what they do. But of course, they get paid pretty well to do it, which is I always think is a funny thing. Is these guys grow up playing sports and get into the sports, and then they get paid an unbelievable amount of money. And then you think about the people who don't make a lot of money and have really hard, um, you know, life or death jobs. So what do you, out of everybody in here, we got 14 in. So what are you guys all up to these days? I know I've watched some of the videos and stuff you guys have. Um, Andy says, I'd be happy making just what the water boys. Yeah. Yeah, the water boys are probably making six figures knowing professional sports these days. So one thing I can do to later on. Sure. Yeah, so Ryan here is going to join me for a bit. But yeah, so we were just talking about building your room, and that you were going to help build it, and that you were going to help cut and split all the wood to heat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yes or no? No?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're not building Ryan's room then.
Yeah, we are.
We are? So you're going to cut and split? Help me cut and split then?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so everyone heard you now. Now you have to.
Not necessarily. They're not your twin person.
High quality H2O, that's right. Nesting Haven, that's awesome. Disable Homestead, he says, I'm struggling with the direction I want to take my channel to get the greatest impact. Yeah, I mean, the way I see it is I thought about that a lot 3 or 4 months ago, and some of you guys know and some of you might not know, but the name of my channel before was DIY Dillon, and I was recording some of the other things that I was doing around here. Like I did some drywall repair stuff, which I'm not great at, but I recorded it and put that up there. And I just learned what I learned doing that from my friend who does drywall. I did a video on the plumbing work that I did over here when I piped in the washing machine into the new septic system. I don't think that's on my channel anymore since I kind of shifted the focus a little bit more on the woodworking stuff. And part of that was because I got to get these other projects that I was doing, the plumbing and drywall stuff isn't really as much of a passion to me as the woodworking and sawmilling and firewood and that sort of stuff, the outdoors things. I also like doing the stuff like, when we go to build your room and the porch and the shed and that sort of stuff. I like doing framing stuff and building, small structures and that sort of thing. So I'll definitely, record those. But I wanted to focus my shift my focus more on things that I like doing the most, because my thought is, I always like watching people do things that you can tell they really enjoy doing. And so I figured, it just makes the most sense for me to do the same thing. So that was kind of my shift and focus on it. So that's if for what that's worth. DC Woodworking says bandsaw broke my last blade. That's what's up my day. Oh, that stinks. Do you order your blades online or do you get them somewhere locally? Damon said that's some good water. Yeah. $1 million water. Chris says, me and the kids have just been trying to get over being sick. Oh, yeah, we went through that. I hope you guys are at least feeling somewhat better. I know you mentioned it before. Ohio Flink Eye says, LOL nesting. Sums. Let's go back. DC. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sums up my day, yep. Andy says, oh, he done been called out. He got to help build it now. Steve Williams says, yeah, my daughter just hired on to a sheriff's department here in Florida on the 3rd of January, and still with training officer. She has made 7 arrests so far. Rough section she's in. Oh, yes, we'll definitely keep her in our thoughts. That's, man, I just can't imagine. Speaking of daughters, no, I'm not pointing at Brian.
No, she doesn't buy the camera.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's my daughter wearing her sparkly shirt. So yeah, I could almost see her making arrests. Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be scary. The proud and scary moment at the same time, I'm sure. Nesting Haven says, yes, help your dad. You'll appreciate having those skills in the future. That's true, too. I used to work a lot with my father, a lot, and learned a lot from him, learned a lot about hard work. Grizz says, I don't care where my channel goes. I just make videos for the entertainment. It is what it is. Right on, Grizz. Andy says, I'm with you, Grizz. I pretty much just turn the camera on and do whatever I'm doing already. And that's awesome, and it's fun to watch, you know. To me, that's fun to watch people do what they enjoy doing. And Andy, with that tripod now, it's even better, I bet. You know, having your hands free to do stuff. Damon says, sheriffs deal with people problems a lot challenging jobs. Yep. Dealing with people's problems is a challenging job. It is. Yeah. And Stacy Dillon says, dinner in 10 minutes. And that was 2 minutes ago, so I have 8 minutes. I hear the dinner bell. Yep. Hey there, sparkly daughter. Yes, scary, but runs in the family. I'm a former officer, and her grandfather was an officer. Oh, wow. Yep, so it runs in the family. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who were police officers and military veterans, and definitely highly respect those choices. Yeah, we're going to go to dinner in like 5 minutes. So what are we eating? My wife's out of town, and I don't want to cook. What do we have? Are you going to tell everyone? What did Mom put in the big pan? Noodles. Macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, and we're having an oven roast, which is the part I'm cooking. Let's see.
Yummy.
So yeah, what you were saying, Damon, when it's just me around, I'll either cook something for myself, or if I'm gonna go out and grab something, the local favorite here at the local pizza and sub shop is my go-to is a steak bomb covered in jalapenos. I love it. Andy's backyard says, "Oh yeah, I'm loving this new tripod." Oh yeah, I bet. I remember trying to move my camera around by hand and then setting up a tripod, and it's definitely a game changer for sure. Chris says, Stacy, I assume you're Dylan's wife, so I subbed you. Oh, nice. Awesome. I'll have to at least get her to put up one video so you can go over there and try to motivate her into putting some more videos up. I actually told her she does one of her big hobbies and money savings thing is she does couponing. I couldn't do it because I wouldn't have the patience for it, but she loves it. She's been doing it for years. So I think that, and it seems to be a popular thing even on YouTube, with people doing couponing videos. Because I wouldn't know where to start if I tried. Andy says, "Oh, Stacy Dillon, you can make videos telling on your husband." Yeah, anyone who wants to go over and subscribe now that Stacy's put her name out there, you should go over there and subscribe. And maybe that'll motivate her to maybe do some videos. That's right.
Yeah.
I'll help her get the videos going too. Yeah, Andy says good idea. Chris says good idea, Andy. Damon says pizza, the food of the gods. Yeah, that's another go-to. We have a local place here that we call it the two large cheese pizza special. It's $17 for 2 large cheese pizzas, and it feeds everybody. And then usually I still get my sub on the side. It's kind of my go-to thing. Mr. Teddy Bear, hey, how are you doing? You like that name, Mr. Teddy Bear? Hi, Dillons Woodworks. Hi, everyone. say hi, Teddy bear?
Hi, Teddy
It's lasagna here tonight. Nice, Steve. I love lasagna. We did lasagna last Sunday, and hopefully we'll do it again next Sunday.
bear.
I love lasagna. My mother
too.
always made an awesome lasagna when I was growing up. Let's see. My daughter's making bachelor's pizza tonight, and we're videoing it. Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing that. Andy's Backyard says, I have a good idea every once in a while. That once might backfire on me, though, if I ever do meet the right woman. Yeah, you know, a lot of your ideas aren't going to be good ones. But that comes with the territory. Makes it more interesting. Daughter sitting on your lap, putting their head right in your face, too, makes it more interesting. You stealing the show? Let's see. Grizz says, gonna show how to make quick, easy pizza. I'm definitely have to check that out. Yeah, I don't like store-bought pizza. I would prefer either make my own or order it from a pizza place. I used to work in a pizza place and managed a pizza restaurant, and I loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. Damon says, I have a local place. It's called The Freezer. Flint, Ohio says, I'm out of here. God bless. Thanks for coming by, Ohio, Flint.
Yeah.
Damon says, see you, Ohio. And Steve, wait. Chris says, Mike, don't be late to the table. Oh, I won't. Yeah, you can't call me late for dinner. I think that shows. Yeah, but it's going to sit for like 10 minutes, and we have to go pick up your brother. So.
Yeah, I think Mom said that too.
All right. Yeah, we'll go up there in a second. We'll wrap it up here. Okay. Steve Williams says, I make writing pens now and then, just something to keep my hand in woodworking. Yeah, I want to get a lathe. I'd like to get one and start doing some turning. I had one and didn't use it for like a year because I had so many other things going on. So I ended up selling it just so I can kind of focus on the stuff I was doing and focus on doing those things better. I'm taking his place. I'm hungry. Nope. You can't take my place. But I'll share if you want. So yeah. Anyway, on that note, we are gonna wrap it up here. My thought was to do about an hour today, and we are an hour and 2.5 minutes into it. So I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by. DC Woodworking says I'm hungry too. No food in. Chris got a lathe over a year ago and have not used it. Yeah, that's where I was at. So, Grizz, take care. Steve, everybody on here. 13 left here. I appreciate everybody coming by. Damon says, see you, Mike and the family. We're going to go have dinner, grab my other son from his friend's house, and I hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you all on the next video. I appreciate everybody joining the channel and joining the chats. I have a great time, and like I said, if you're watching the videos, definitely appreciate hitting the like button on those videos, and even if it's just a small comment, hop in and just say hi. I always like reading the comments. So until next time, have a good night. Go post on this kitty. Oh, look at the hammer and the kitty. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night and see you next time. Take care. Subscribe. Like and subscribe.